Hey guys, thank you for joining the stream. I'm trying to get a little group together to show off the dungeon changes. This is levels 4, gonna try to get to 6, perhaps, if I can get into the dungeon. Let me turn this off, because this no longer is there. Alright. I'm trying to get, like I said, trying to get a group together to test out this dungeon. If I can't do that, then I'll be soloing again, I guess, and trying to do my best to reach 6 before bedtime tonight, and maybe running the this week's community YouTube video that Eno always does. So we'll see. Give me just a minute. We'll see if I can get something. Bear with me, guys. Still trying. If I can't get something soon, then I'm just gonna run off solo and try to do my best. So only 32 people on, so I don't know if anybody's got anything for me to play or not. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Gotta send out all of my stuff for playing tonight, so bear with me. Got that all done. Nobody's saying anything yet. It's like I can just run around and kill crap while I wait. Look at all this bear mob spots. As if they're already in there. Alright. Let's see, you guys gonna if they're in. We gotta get to the damn dungeon. Always running the opposite direction. That's going to the bear cave. Okay, so then up there, I think it's up there somewhere. I can't see. At the door there, I think. Yep. See if I can get there before I get killed. Come on, get in there. Oof. Come on, don't take forever to load now. Come on, 99% load, thank you. These Jesus. Know where you guys are, and never been in here. Haven't been in here since the changes. Yeah, where they're at. As they're behind me. In here then? It tells me I'm gonna get killed in here. Shit. Don't know where you guys are. They must be close. Oh, there they are. You don't meet the requirements. Not to be level. What? Okay, whatever. Alright, so I don't know if they're in one or not, but I guess. $13, $9, and $10, huh? Everyone passed on the onion. So, whatever. The caves are so dark, nobody can see a damn thing. level fast in here, though. Good lord, man. Whatever, just get that. Sell them all. Shit, this is not good. Kill this fucker fast. Is it running? Is it attacking the smuggler? It's kind of insane. Yeah, my little healing thing is going away now. I don't know if you guys remember, I caught one of those little wormy things that flatworm, I think that's what they call them. That's supposed to give you abilities, buffs. This one was the healing one. Lasted for 30 minutes. It's really cool. But it's fixing to wear off. I like the new way the dungeon's laid out. I don't know if you guys seen the old one or not. It was kind of really confusing to navigate. Jesus, man, all these onions. What the hell is it dropping onions for? These guys I don't think knows it. I don't think I know any of these. Well, I know Meeks, I think. And these guys know that I'm Felden's gaming, otherwise they'd incognito. Oof. Snuck up behind me. Little bastards. Bark spider. Need read on that, I guess. Yeah, didn't think anybody'd use it. Where'd it go? I'm paying attention. Spot for what? What are they leading me into here? Death? Yeah. Yeah, a red one. Oh, tough. Yeah, level 3, tier 3. Yep. Level 5. Definitely need to give me some more armor. Nice big open room. Not always the best. Try to follow them as much as possible. Where is he running off to? Oh, dude, we've got shit here to fight, and you're just running away. Oh, apparently one of them died back here. They were trying to get his backpack. That's a lot of bad guys. Man, they're already quitting. Really? Just barely got 5. Oof. Almost. I don't know if you can go off the sides on this or not, but I don't want to take the chance. What are you guys going for? This one? Arrow, whatever. Stuff to sell. Yeah, this is kind of a short-lived group, I guess. Bunch of quillbacks. Quillback area is still here, apparently. Interesting. That screenshot, but okay. So I gotta come here and just camp out the quillbacks. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh god. Just run, guys. Hope we're going the right way. Still a little bit windy around where if you don't know where you're going, you get lost real easy. Okay, here's the camp. I wonder if these guys follow all the way to the end or not. Guess we're fixing to find out. It's always a good thing that you get your stuff back. Yeah, well, that was short-lived group. Oh well. So I guess I'm gonna run out of here and hope I don't die. Good picture. Alright, here we go. Hasta la vista, babes. Well, somebody already had it cleared out. That was nice of them. Alright, guys, so I guess I'm just gonna turn off my looking for group. Bear with me and I'll get Elloa's weekly update started. Alright, so there you go.
Hello, guys! Thank you so much for joining this new Embers Adrift weekly show. And today is very exciting because we are going to discuss in detail about the open beta, the new patch note, and there's different changes that are very interesting, like the new crafting change. Yes, we changed crafting again, but it's going to be exciting, you will see. And then the result of the very first screenshot contest we have done, so you will discover exclusively the winner during this show. Hi guys, how are you doing? Nice to see everyone for this new weekly community show. I'm always excited to do those shows, and they are getting quite popular lately, so it really makes me happy, especially after the open beta. That was quite successful, but we're going to speak about that in a moment. First, we will be speaking obviously about the patch notes. The patch note of the September 21, what's new? this week we introduce the new crafting overall. Any crafting profession, not gathering, you had previously will still exist but must be forgotten as they are no longer associated recipe. Outside of that, we are adding NPC hard
Good, I don't have
leashing,
to forget
a
my
few misc
gathering at least.
fixes, and monolith cost. You remember fast travel? Well, not fast travel is not free anymore.
Is that one of these worms?
Very important, my friends. We are seeking focus feedback on those items this week. Please share your feedback in that very thread. Did the performance adjustments made have an impact on your performance? Do you notice any visual quality difference from us lowering the quality of some post-process effects, adjusting the shadow cascade distance, and adjusting zone fog quality? Have you encountered NPC hard leashing? If so, what are your thoughts? Thoughts and comments on the crafting restructure. So your feedback is very important and primordial. I'm repeating it every week. But when we are doing some focus feedback and we're requesting it, it's because we really need your feedback on those specific items because they are changed. And if this change is not good, it needs to be fixed ASAP. So you need to tell us what you think about it. So if we have to drop it and change it, we can do that as soon as possible and not in 2 months from now. So I'm insisting again, please give your feedback related to those items this week. So obviously we have plenty of bugs, fixes and improvement like every time, but some are really important to speak about, which is the performance adjustment. So a little word about that. One of the issues that we had during the open beta is still some performance issue. It's a lot better than during the World Breaker event, but there's still some adjustment that need to be made. So further performance things had been done to try to improve the experience for everyone. It's very important. We all agree that more people can play comfortably Embers Adrift, the better. So here it is. Performance adjustment. Reduce shadow resolution on most light sources. Reduce shadow cascade distance for all quality settings. Reduce shadow cascade count for POTE2 and performance. Increase shadow cascade count for high fidelity. Reduce quality of scene fog. Reduce quality of AO and bloom post-process effects. Enabled dynamic render path cooling optimization. So please give your feedback related to that. That's really, really important. Something quite interesting, the Middleland nav mesh were baked to properly account for the river. And the scene fog, which is not the localized fog area for New Haven Valley, Northreach, Middleland and Red Shore, will dissipate as the sun rises and will be much less prominent around noon. It will stay this way until later in the evening when fog will build back up through sunrise. So that should add some immersion related to the weather. Interface, something important too. Striker abbreviation is now ST key instead of STR to avoid confusion with strength. So that's pretty important. And that's quite interesting as well. A group member direction indicator had been replaced by a rotating GPS marker just below and at the right of their portrait. So instead of having this little arrow on the portrait, you will have it separately. It's will be nice to have your feedback related to that as well. Oh, look at this. We have a new creature. The Mandrake creature are now showing up in Meadowlands and Red Shore. I'm very excited to see those because they were really cool. And now Rupture have been spotted in Dryfoot and Red Shore. So I do believe that this weekend I will be working on my crafting and then I will go explore a little bit of Dryfoot. I need to get some Ember Essence, otherwise I cannot use the monolith. Why am I saying that? Monolith. Added scale armor visual and added merchant to Meadowlands. Isn't that nice? Alright, now the new stuff, important. NPCs now have two types of leashes. The first is a soft leash, which is only triggered when the NPC has no target and wander outside of their intended range. This has been present for a long while. This week we are adding a second hard leash, which is based on the distance from the point a valid target was acquired. While resetting, the NPC will move very quickly, regen at an accelerated rate, and avoid all incoming damage. In theory, you should only encounter this behavior when running from a long while from an NPC. Please let us know how this works out. That also means you cannot kite an enemy on long distance. So it will does affect kiting. You will have to tell us your feedback related to that. Does it feel better? Does it feel less good? Are you regretting missing out the kiting, how it was before? All of those elements will be very, very precious to know. Cianin is asking, can the mobs aggro while leashing to their original position? No, I don't think so. I think they are really going back into their place. So it will be interesting to see about that, and hopefully some people will test it, like seriously testing. It would be nice to know the feedback on this regard, because I remember when other game introduced that, and it was a little bit annoying because it removed the idea that you could kite a mob from super far and bring it to town, for example. It was allowing some very fun encounter and events. I remember people in World of Warcraft before, they were kiting demons from Duskwood and bringing them back to... Oh no, it was not Duskwood, it was Ashenvale Forest, and bringing it back to Orgrimmar or to Crossroad. That was super fun. It was really fun when someone was doing something like this, but then with the leeching, it's not possible anymore. So, it's sacrificing something to beneficiate in a different area. But it will be important to value which one of the two is more valuable, right? So that's why your feedback is very important. Alright, very important, the crafting profession revamp. So previously we had 3 gathering profession and 3 crafting profession. We wanted to have a specialization system with our crafting. Meaning, for example, you were a provisioner and then you were specializing in food making. Or maybe you were specializing into potion making. But the specialization was not really working well. It was a very nice idea on paper, but in practice it will have got a lot of annoyance and a lot of systems that were not working really well. One of them being the specialization. So you forget one specialization and you take another one. It worked nicely as an adventuring class, but it doesn't work the same way as a crafter because it includes materials and stuff like that. It's not just experience you gain by killing mobs. So we dropped the idea of specialization and instead divided the profession in 8 different crafting professions. So the original 3 crafting professions have been deprecated. Your character will still have them, but you will no longer have any recipe associated with them. So you will want to forget those and pick up one of the new ones. There are now 8 crafting professions. Light weaponsmith, most one-handed weapon, everything but dagger, and small to medium-sized shield. Heavy weaponsmith, most two-handed weapon, everything but quarterstaffs, and large shield. Woodworker, all-ranged weapon, quarterstaffs, and a wooden version of small and medium-sized shield. The visual may still be metal, it's a work in progress. Tailor, inner armor, everything but belt and banner. Leather worker, leather armor and belt. Armorsmith, metal armor. Provisioner, food, drink, potion, tools, ground torch, and repair kits. And Tinkerer, jewelry, dagger, and throwing knife. Recipes are split between basic and imbued version. Basic version have no flux component and are accessible from vendor. Imbued version require flux and are found in the world. We're still working through the design of how we want to implement augment for weapon and armor, but you can expect those soon. So, this is the change done to crafting. We already have in this thread the feedback of different persons. Some of them are happy, some are not happy. So, once again, your feedback is more than important. Try out the new crafting system this week if you can, or give your opinion even without testing. What do you think about those 8 professions? Is it something you find exciting? Is it something you find disappointing? Did you prefer it when it was only 3 crafting professions? Whatever, you tell us what you think. Note that as a character you can only have 3 crafts per character. And this includes gathering, so that doesn't change. So now you have much more choice, and so you will less likely be able to cover everything. Even with 3 characters, it will just not be possible unless you are not gathering at all. Then you can do it, but you will have to purchase all of your material from other players.
Come on, stand still.
So what do you think, guys? I'm curious to hear your feedback already now. Do you like that? Or is it something that you're disappointed about?
Come on, squish him. What's this? Oh, damage.
As for me, I'm
only have one at a time.
How I feel about this. I didn't mind when
I'm not sure if I don't like the crafting either.
3 profession. I don't really mind either to be 8 profession. I don't really mind to not be able to go cover all of the crafts. What I really think it's cool is that some of the recipe now you will have to find them in-game. But not at the merchant, that's what I meant. You will have to find during your adventure. And I think that's exciting. Because it's another reason to rejoice because you see something drop. Dan Korek is saying, are the crafting leveling requirements before taking on another crafting profession still in place? Yes. Which is a little bit annoying when you have already leveled up your crafting and then you need to forget about it. But that's a beta question. It will not happen in the live version, obviously, because I had progressed a lot in my craft and now I have to forget it. So I'm back with just Provisioner. And I need to level Provisioner to 12 so I can have a 3rd craft. So now when you have already been crafting, I need to go back to low level area to level up my crafting again. So from the testing point of view and during the beta, it sucks a bit, honestly. So GHR41, I have not crafted enough to have an opinion. Yep, I understand that. So I will have to see how I enjoy it. So I really like Provisioner in general on my character, so that's the first job I've taken. And now I'm really hesitating, what do I want? So my healer is the crafter. I think I will go Provisioner and Woodworker. Why? Because I will be happy to have a weapon for all of my character, bows and quarterstaff. And then of course the arrows. So I do think I will go for that rather than... So I'm hesitating with that or Leatherworker too. So for now, let's discuss about the monolith cost. There are currently 5 overland monoliths resulting in 10 unique connections between them. The cost to use each connection is proportional to the distance traveled. When right-clicking on a monolith, it will say now cost to this zone. and the button will enable, disable depending on if you have the appropriate amount of Ember Essence. The presentation of those costs needs some love, but I wanted to get it sooner than later. Here's the table of the current cost for reference. So, the Ember Essence, to remind you, you need to go farm some Rupture, meaning that you will only be able to use fast travel when you're reaching level 15 or level 12 and you're exploring Meadowland or Dry Fruit. Because it's in those places you will find your Rupture with the Ashen Mob that you will have to kill. Well, the mob you have to kill by a Rupture to have a chance that it's respawning as an Ashen Mob, etc. And that will take a while. For example, my Brigand at the moment, which is also my Gatherer, she does not have Ember Essence. I have never farmed a Rupture with her. So I will have to do that this weekend to have some Ember Essence so I can fast travel if I want. Obviously, as I'm a GM, I can use the teleport and stuff, but we don't want to cheat, right? Once again, if you want to see the work in progress, we do have a specialized thread with the robe map, so you can check it out and you can see, like, in progress, the quest journal, the log interface. That's very important. Everything else has been done. Look at that, all the done. Nice, nice, nice. There it is. That's all for the patch notes. Alice is saying, I think it should be like a reverse auction house. What do you mean by a reverse auction house? Alice Blue is saying, basically, a reverse auction house is where you can leave a note saying you need X amount of item and people can go and pick up. Oh, yes! Oh, really like that too. Well, in New World you have both. You can sell stuff and you can put order, I think. And I really like that. But yeah, it could be just a reverse auction house. That being said, let's say you have found a super cool sword, you still should be able to sell it. But then yeah, you could still do direct trading, I guess. Yeah, in Guild Wars 2 as well, that's true. Yeah, I really like that idea, the contracts. The only thing is that that's really easy to do for crafting material, but it's not as easy for equipment and stuff, because maybe you don't have the idea of the sword you will want. So it should be considered how to do exactly. But for crafting material and region and that kind of stuff that you know very well what's about, but for everything else, like more armor and weapon and stuff like this, might be more complicated to put a contract for that. But well, one could be done for just the crafting materials, etc., and then you keep player trade for everything else. So Smartbone is saying, what is your most favorite class or character in the game so far? Well, I'm hesitating between Brigand and Duelist. I really like those two very, very much. So Brigand is very fun because it's a striker and I do have crowd control. I can stun my target. I feel very useful in a group. Or then there's Duelist, which is a healer, and usually I really like to be a healer.
This is the higher side of Central Veins, which is their newer dungeon they put in.
Heal. That's really, really cool.
I'm just going in here so I can
convenient when you're walking around
hopefully
and
mark the spot
you're fighting
down.
or you're running and you can heal people. But the best is the group instant heal that you have later on. You can really save your group because it can, you know, resurrect all the people in your group or something like that. But what I also like about the Duelist is the fact you have a little bit more damage as well. So when you have another healer, it doesn't feel super crap to be a supporter. So it feels okay because you can do something else instead of healing if you don't need to heal, which is good. So that's my two favorites. I'm trying to find a defender that I like. I tried Marshall, I tried Juggernaut. Marshall, I don't really like it. I'm trying to enjoy it. I've tried to play it, but doesn't work very much. So now I'm trying night. We will see about that. Cheesy, will you be implementing a caster class? No. No, there will be no caster class, but I'm going to explain you what's going on, because there is no caster class. You will not have a wizard or a mage. Magic does not exist in our game. However, you do have the Ember, this mysterious substance that are going through the vein of the world and appearing in crystals and in area, etc. What is it? You have to discover its secret. But now, joke aside, the Ember power that you can be farming by killing some ashen mobs, and you gather the Ember essence in a stone that you carry upon you. This Ember essence.
Okay, so I guess I didn't get any credit for finding this cave entrance here, so now I'm just gonna have to run my ass out.
The region, you are already using them to empower and change certain of your abilities. So it will be our alchemy system where you will be able to give a different flavor to certain of your abilities, and that will be a little bit more magical. That being said, it's not going to be the same feeling than to be a wizard and to be a mage. So that you will not have in the game, at least not for now. Maybe in an expansion or something. You can be an Ember wizard, I don't know. But for now, no. What you will be able to do is to empower certain of your abilities with Ember. And so it will have a more magical touch. So I hope it answers your question, Cheesy. So Cheesy, I am a long-time player of EverQuest and World of Warcraft, prefer a game like this, but would love to see a caster class sometime soon. That you will not see. You will not see a caster class soon. Like, that will not happen. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I prefer to be honest and clear. So that will not happen soon. It could maybe, possibly, potentially happen in an expansion or in a very later patch. But for now, we are really sticking with those 3 roles that we have, and then you will have those abilities that you can transform, but that will not make you feel like you're a caster, because it will only be 1 or 2 abilities anyway. You see what I mean? You start as a defender and like it as a healer. So the defender is very much like a tank. So it's a little bit more subtle. The supporter, it's a little bit like a healer in other supporting aspects. Like, for example, the warlord can feel a little bit like a bard because it brings some aura. And then you have the striker, which is DPS. So, but we will have to see how the abilities change and how we will evolve the role and the class starting from that. How the game will evolve further. Will we add more abilities? We will add many I don't know how we will go. At the moment we need to focus on the basic things. It's like the same thing related to taming. A lot of people are asking, will we have taming? Not on launch. Like, we're a small team, therefore we need to focus on the essential. We cannot go in too many directions because we don't have the manpower to tackle on that. So we have a more reduced panel of different features. But what we want is to have all those features very solid, so they feel really right. And then after we will expand. But in which direction, I do not know. So Daikano is saying, one things are greatly missed during the open beta was an ability to rapidly travel back to an origin point. Yes, that's being discussed too. Deep in a dungeon and some group member went offline, leaving me stuck. Hoping some long cooldown ability might come eventually to allow return to home. This is something that's being discussed and that will possibly be possible with the Ember Essence. That being said, the Ember Essence can only be gathered starting at level 12, level 15 when you can travel to Meadowlands, meaning that in the two first dungeons you will not have that. So it can be annoying with the first and the second dungeon. In the second dungeon you do have kind of escape area, escape pods, let's say. It's a Ember drifts that allow you to exit the dungeon, and you have those at regular interval through the dungeon, so you can get away faster, but you don't have that in the first dungeon at all. So yeah, this is definitively something to discuss, but that's more likely than a caster class, because a caster class is really something much more complex that will take a large amount of development time, while that is something which can be created much faster. And we already have the kind of settings to allow it to be implemented more easily. It is time to announce the winner of our very first screenshot contest. So I've been doing an experiment, which is our first screenshot contest. It's on Twitter. It happened on Twitter. There's a reason for that. When you do contests on Twitter, it is both for organizing a contest for the community, but also to gain some visibility on the platform itself. We're still building up our Twitter accounts to gain visibility and interest. Therefore, I created this screenshot contest because I thought we have an open beta. People can take screenshot during the open beta and then win a chance to continue to play their character they have played during the open beta. Isn't that nice? So there it is. We did receive several entries. So we are going to check out all of the entries of that screenshot contest. Hello, Kaxaxas. Hi, how are you doing? So we're not voting now. The winner have been decided already. There is one winner we have design and one winner that won by chance the second prize, which is just one key. And I didn't announce that, but it's a surprise. So there's two winners. So that's the first entry. It is from Jeff Vader, probably. You have a nice little planet light above the lake in Meadowland. And it's a nice shadow of a character over there. It's really nice color. That's the second entry. This is from R. Mitchell 6677. It's a character on the road in North Reach, just in front of the wall. And it's another planet side view, very purple, very bluish. That is a screenshot made by Welsh Troll, which is a beautiful view of the autumn with the sun rising or sun setting, I'm not sure. Two adventurers at the Ember Ring, and you see the little road marker over there. Another entry here. Ah, that's stone. There we go. That's the lone adventurer at the Ember Ring, resting after his journey. Also with a beautiful planet light. Tilly with two screenshots that are illustrating a gathering with friends around the Ember Ring. I even think that this is my character. I think that's my defender. Smart Bunny saying those screenshots look nice. Yeah, I agree. And that's a meme by Zebius. Sandstone Basilic. Is this a rapporteur? And then we have Onion Burger. Was a small adventure which looked like a dwarf. And it's looked like the deer is his friend. It looked like it's his pet, actually. Different little adventures. Here, the same adventurer reading the road marker. Or discussing with the guard, we don't really know. And then another little adventure with everyone. It's nice to see all the people over here. And that's this gamer dad. Another screenshot was the adventurer resting by the ember ring, but here they're all lined up like this. Really cool. So, do you want to know who are the winners of all those screenshots? It is time to reveal the winner. Yes! Let's go. So like I say, there's one winner, the first prize, which has been selected, and the second prize has been chosen randomly. Because this is something I have added at the last minute, but I think it's nicer. For some reason, I always feel bad to select someone, because then you're selecting one person and everyone else is losing, and I don't like that. So I prefer to have also one randomly chosen, because I think that's nicer. So first prize has been selected, in this because it's a contest, right? Nicer screenshot is winning. Second prize is chosen randomly. I'm used to being a loser. No, come on. Come on. Alright. So, let's go. Ta-da! So the winner is Welsh Troll with this screenshot, which is really stunning in my opinion. And then we have Air Mitchell 6677 that has been selected randomly. So I am going to contact those two persons privately to give them the prize, and of course it's going to be announced on the official Twitter a little bit further in the night. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is the first screenshot contest. I really want to do more than that. So I think we're going to do more in future, because it's fun. I love screenshot. I love when people take screenshot, and I love to see the screenshot of everyone. So this week I would like to do a shout out for the Nathan Napalm. So the Nathan Napalm is a YouTuber which is specializing into old school MMORPG. It's a great fan of Pantheon, which is a game where he's focusing on. But he have streamed Embers Adrift during the open beta, and he has created a very positive review about the game. What's really nice about this is that Nathan Napalm didn't believe in our game before. He didn't believe in our game before, so he was really checking it with a lot of doubts, and then he had a lot of fun. And it is so nice and so heartwarming to see someone that had a lot of doubts about your game that is actually enjoying it and changing his mind. So I think that's really beautiful. So we're going to watch a little extract of his video. That's a review he has done, but I will not play everything obviously, so you have to watch it on his channel.
RPG strategy that is, at the time of this recording, slated to release in 2022. I got a chance to play it recently, and I was curious if it was actually a decent take on the spirit of old school MMOs, and I got to tell you, I went into this as not being a fan of Embers Adrift. You see, Embers Adrift is actually Saga of Leucemia. There have been changes, and I just saw it as taking away features that were in Saga of Leucemia and rebranding it as Embers Adrift with less features, and I just didn't like that vision change. But what I found when I got in and started playing was a very fun old school gameplay loop that requires strategy and teamwork, just like the old days. Embers Adrift has some issues, it's not perfect, and we're going to talk about all of that. It is currently in beta, and you will see some mixed footage between high quality and me running it in low quality mode to give the best frames for the stream that my footage is taken from. First up though, I want to talk about what I really enjoyed about Embers Adrift, and that mainly comes from the general old school feel and spirit that it has. The enemies you fight have a big beefy time to kill, and that may not be for everybody. Seeing 6 people crowd around a rat and taking a full minute or so to beat it down can seem silly from a real world perspective, but from an old school MMO perspective, I find it fun, and it's actually right up my alley. And speaking of 6 people, that's the group size. Thank you very much for that. That is a party in an MMO, folks. I am so sick of modern MMOs making it 4-player groups. Embers Adrift didn't have much variety, I have to say, in mobs in the areas I saw, but the named mobs had some tactics behind them which took me by surprise. For example, named ranger in the first...
There it is. Now, if you want to watch the rest of the video, you have to check out for yourself Nathan Napalm. So I'm giving a link towards the video if you want to check it out. There it is. Well, I was really happy to see the...
She's hard to understand there, but it's Nathan
the
Napalm
stream
that
of
she's
Nathan
talking
Napalm,
about.
like I say, because he was doubting our game so much before, and he had different reason to doubt it, and to see him lighting up as he was playing, and I saw that in direct, it was really heartwarming. That's really give you courage and confidence in your own game, because when you see someone that had doubts that is enjoying it, you can only think like, okay, well, we have done something right about it. So a little ray of hope. Yeah, exactly. So after killing some mandrake, we're now getting ready to kill this named hopfly. So we were looking for a rupture, and we have been looking all through Middleland. With no luck, we didn't find a rupture, but we find some really cool mandrake on the other side of the lake, which is one of the new mob that has been released. And yeah, now we are waiting for the friends to join so we can kill these names. Yeah, the server open from Friday to Tuesday. I don't know what level you are and what's the kind of things you are doing in game at the moment. Here we are in Middleland. Yes, we're going to kill these names. Okay, I think everyone is here. Yeah. Alright. We don't have a defender. We have 2 supporter and 3 striker. But it's going down very fast. It's green. It's green for me, so no wonder for Mix or Archer or Lucy, they are quite high level, even in comparison to me. Yeah, like, look at that. Oh. Nice, but it's a shitting... We don't see the weight. It doesn't have any weight. Oh, but ce matin, hier. So Onyxis is saying, I'm still new, level 8,
Alright, so
but I'm
enough of
having
that
fun
tonight.
with it. Need to
All the
test out
important
some
stuff has been
crafting,
said.
but need to get more.
So let's go back in and we're just going to finish getting to level 6 here like I promised. I just got my hunting up enough to where I can get a new profession, which up to prospecting, so mining basically. Yeah, so in case you guys don't know, that's Elloa. She's our community manager, and she does this weekly update every week, talking about the patch notes and all kinds, answers questions in her chat. I can never show up for them because she does it in the middle of the afternoon on Fridays when I'm at work. So you know, it's that dirty word nobody ever likes to discuss. There's me some ore. Yes, the pickaxe. Awesome. Gotta get to swing down all the way. Oof, definitely buggy. At least they got the damn thing in your hand. Oh, there's that damned deer. Don't want to mess with you. I hate to tell them, man. I mean, I know they just threw that in there to appease people, but you know, they kind of did it half-assed. I kind of don't like that. It's one of those things they didn't really feel like doing. There we go. Looking for that too. That's the stuff you make jewelry with. Of course, with a new damn crafting thing again. I have no idea what that's going to be like, but I'm not messing with that because that's on my higher level characters. I just don't feel like doing that. That's going to be another whole new video. Get that junk out of there. Oof, boy, lots of iron right here. of it right here, I think so. Yeah, lots of it. Sorry guys, I know I'm supposed to be killing stuff, but harvesting is just an addiction of mine. What a crap. I say it's crap, but I can sell it. Alright, let's come here and kill some stuff, I guess. Get myself to level 6, otherwise I'll never go to bed tonight. At least if I get to level 6, I can pick my specialization. Can I kill a blue tier 2? I think I can. If not, I can run. Shit, he just like knocked the shit out of me just then. Ah, really? Damn, he hits hard. Got him. Whew. And meat. Fucker. Gotta heal after that one. Come on, heal faster. Have to find me another one of these axes. kill this one? Perhaps. At least he can't stun me. Do not want to fight the tier 2 white one though. No, no, no. Almost 6 guys, and then I can pick my specialty. Go too far over there and run into all them smugglers and stuff that I get double teamed on, triple teamed sometimes. Here, you're glitching out. Let me help you. Ooh, another recipe. Coolness. There's 2 I found tonight. on, it's almost there. No, this one ought to do it. There we go. Specialization available. Yes, thank you. There's a tape there? That's cool. So that's something new. Alright, so click on that. See, what did I say I want to do? A berserker, I think, this time. Assault level 6. Attack at all costs. Arc's level 8. Deal damage with your weapon spec area attack to multiple targets. Fury increases haste damage but prevents all abilities use. Look intimidating, make everyone think twice about attacking you. Follow through, auto attacks trigger an extra attack. Pummel, deal damage with your weapon specific area attack to 2 targets. Increase defenses, taking less damage for a short period of time. Wind Rip, prepare your next attack to deal massive damage. Wind Strike, or Wild Strikes, strikes wildly, hitting multiple targets. Sure, we'll do this one. Gives me another one, another attack. Alright, well, we'll see how well this does in a second. And here we'll try it. Boom. Ouch. God, does it have like no... Let's replace this one. This one. Dang, that hits hard. Works for me. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go drop some of this stuff off, do some of my crafting, I suppose. Well, some of my... What do you want to call it? Changing stuff into other stuff. What do you want to call it? I can't think of it right now. Refining, that's what I wanted to call it. Yeah. Refine some stuff. Big waste. All right, guys, and that is it for me for tonight. Appreciate you guys for watching. You know, and as usual, watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment if you need to, or if you want to. Um, but I will see you again next time. We'll go from 6 to 8 or 9, probably. All right. Thank you for watching, and have a good night, guys.